Hi, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. So I decided to stream this video because I'd already recorded a video for you for the month of May, but for some reason it didn't work. I don't know if we're live or not. I think we are. Okay, all right, cool. I'm just gonna go with it. So Capricorn, I have a reading for you for the month of May. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Let's talk about the astrology a little bit before we get into the reading. Okay, so on the 2nd of May, Venus is going into the sign of Taurus. Now, after a really long period of being in Pisces, where it actually loves being, and it's actually quite exalted there, it moves into, hi Brianna, hello. Welcome, my love, welcome. It's so good to see you. It's moving into the sign of Venus. Now, after being in the sign of Pisces, where it's exalted, where it was all about the romance, it was all about daydreaming, and Piscean energy has been really, really strong this year so far. And I think that Venus now moving into the sign of Aries, for you, what this is going to mean is that there is more of a forward push in regards to your finances, in regards to your personal appearance, your abundance, money, etc. Even in terms of love, you're more ambitious about hungrily, like an apex, pursuing the things that you want. And I think for a cardinal sign like you, this transit's going to really, really help in creating a lot of motivation, in really wanting to get things done, being really present when it comes to like what makes you feel good, Capricorn. And it's so much about self-love, this transit. It's so much more about loving on the self than it is about loving on an external source. On the 10th, it's a really big day because Mercury goes into retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Now, this is important because this is, intellectually speaking, one of those times where there's going to be a lot of cues and a lot of clues to what it is that you can get done in regards to things that may have felt a bit puzzling to you before. This is so much to do with our intellect and kind of piecing the puzzle pieces together. And if you may have felt stuck, or if you were a bit unsure, this is such a breakthrough in the way you've been thinking, in getting aligned, in things falling into place. On the same day, Jupiter enters Aries. And Jupiter being in the sign of Aries, it's all about forward progression. So now Venus and Jupiter both being in the sign of Aries has got so much to do with moving forward. Where is it you want to go next in terms of your career, in terms of your love life, in terms of your money, your job, etc. All of those kind of things. There is a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio on the 15th. This lunar eclipse, if you imagine, this is where the moon moves in front of the sun, and it's got everything to do with what we hide about ourselves. Okay, this is sexuality, this is sexual kinks, this is things about us that are not in the norm, right? It's not normal for these details to be like common knowledge. With this transit, you've got to think about, this is highlighting parts of yourself that you keep really well hidden. This is highlighting parts of yourself that you know need to come forward and maybe even lead your life in a completely different course. Okay, it's about presenting yourself almost like Batman, lurking. What is lurking in the shadows about you? What is it that you want to bring forward about yourself that has been hidden, that you've been hiding, that you can openly express about yourself right now? So it's really encouraging energy about the truth of you, not hiding in the shadows. No, it's death and rebirth, right? So there's a lot that's being created now. On the 20th, the sun moves into Gemini, which is actually really, really supportive of this Mercury retrograde in the sign of Gemini. A lot of intellectual energy here, moving forward very quickly, swift as the wind, getting things done, being practical. On the 24th, Mars goes home into the sign of Aries. As a cardinal sign, you'll really appreciate this because this is about getting things done. This is about moving in the right direction. This is about having the energy and the momentum to do things, right? On the same day is also when Vesta moves into the sign of Pisces. This is really supportive because this is helping ambition become reality. The thing I will say about this month is don't fear dreaming big. Don't fear exploring the recesses of your subconscious, exploring your mind, exploring the parts of you that are normally hidden. Understand that with the sun in Taurus, there's a very grounding, stable aspect to this whole month. Okay? Take your time. There's no rush. It's more important that with Mercury retrograde in the sign of Gemini, that things make sense to you. Mercury goes into retrograde in the sign of Taurus on the 22nd, where you're going to have to think about long-term plans, stability, security, and what it is that you are. Rebirth. It's so funny because when I did the recording for you, this card came out. That is Scorpio energy, and it's very supportive of the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio on the 15th. And so I think that that date is going to be really important for you because it is about rebirth, transformation. It's about coming out of a cycle that you know you cannot move forward with anymore. It's about taking the lessons and moving forward in the direction of, that's your energy, that's the devil card there, and that is Virgo energy, the Hermit. It's about Capricorn following your passions. And I feel as if this month there might be an element of you really seeking wisdom from within when it comes to these renewals, when it comes to, you know, the new dawn, when it comes to this rebirth. It's about how committed and how passionate you truly feel about yourself. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Mercury in Gemini energy here. I feel like there is some detaching, some cutting cords from things that may have been toxic bonds. And I do feel like this is more about you illuminating intellectual pursuits that take you deeper into your passions, Capricorn. I feel like there is a lot that you can explore about yourself right now. And a lot of it might have to do with you, just you, and nobody else for that matter. I think what you can do to really be productive with this energy is really just get comfortable with relearning about yourself. You may have found that you've changed a lot over the course of the last year. And so what May is really asking of you is to just explore the things about you that aren't common knowledge, the things about you that you're afraid to bring to the surface that you think would be socially unacceptable, and own all of it, okay? Because there's a wisdom in you really being quite fearless in showing the world truthfully who and what you are and what you're capable of, and how this Gemini in Mercury in Gemini energy is really pushing you, intellectually speaking, to go about attaining things in a fearless kind of way. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. Empress energy, true to Taurus season. The Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. I love this energy for you, Capricorn. Taurus season suits you, okay? Because it's an expression of your truth. It's asking you to see where it is that you may have limited yourself, or where it is you may have hidden yourself off. The Empress Taurian energy sits in abundance. It's about the seeds that you sow. So what are you sowing, Capricorn? It's about really tapping into abundance, and this is nature. And as an earth sign, you don't need necessarily money to feel the vibration of abundance. You can literally tap into growth. bloom, birthing, nature, grass, trees, in order for you to really pick up on this feeling of abundance. And so I will say that there is a real need in the month of May for you to be out in nature, but to not only do that, but to sit in the throne of abundance. Okay. And that in itself is a mind shift. Nine of Wands energy for me is great because he uses those wands that he's worked really hard to accumulate to almost act as a barrier between him and the world, seeing what it is that he can do in order to protect himself through his own hard work. But this strength of character that I feel like you may have gained after a lot of hard work that you've put into accumulating whatever it is that you need for your own comfort's sake. This card also depicts to me like, hey, yeah, I'm ready. I've got it. Come for me if you want. And I think it's a good way for you to just challenge any push that you're having onto yourself. It's a great month to push back. Bull in a china shop. I want you to think of this analogy. If someone pokes and prods a little bit too hard, I think you're going to go for them. I think it's safe to say that. Capricorn, 5 of Pentacles, Taurian energy. It's all about seeing where it is that you can come out from the cold, where it is that you may have cut off your own ability to create, manifest. You may need to really just recharge this month. Look at a few lack consciousness kind of thoughts and see where it is that you can convert that into a lot of abundance, which I feel like this earth sign energy is going to be all about for you. The 9 of Pentacles and the Empress. There is a lot of creating that you'll be doing in regards to creating abundance. And it's almost like if you were in a situation where you were worried about where's the money going to come from and the confidence wasn't there and you were a bit, I don't know, just in a low vibrational place. I see you converting that. I see you transforming that. And I see you doing that from a place of higher knowing. Capricorn, moderation in moderation. This is a month where you really get to enjoy the things that you enjoy. Don't deprive yourself of anything. If anything, I think work with the flow of the moon. The cycles of the moon this month in particular are really going to help illuminate to you a lot of things that you need in order to progress forward. Where it is that you might have put limits on yourself and how now it is time for you to turn those limits into an open heart. Really just kind of embracing life and its ebbs and flows and its ups and downs and all of the things in between. Fill your cup right up. I do feel like help is on its way, and it comes in the form of a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or somebody with those very heavily in their charts. Capricorn, there's a potential of you creating a lot of financial abundance in the month of May. And this is everything to do with what you're working on. And this can be your business. This can be the things that you use to act as a barrier between you and the world, your security, your stability. There's a higher knowing that comes with this month. I'm on the bus right now, heading to class, and a car pulled up and it said Taurus on it. Oh, wow. So this is confirmation. Earth on earth. Earth energy is very supportive to earth energy. Taurus season is that season where you'll be building brick on brick, moving forward, accumulating things, including positive experiences that put you on a pedestal. If you hadn't been feeling that way for a long time, Capricorn, I need you to understand it's now the time that you get to come in and warm up and just charge all the way up. Illumination comes from within. Knowledge, wisdom that you're seeking, it comes from you. Tap into the cycles of the moon this month. I feel like it's going to be very important for you, especially when it comes to accumulating wealth. Okay, so when it's waxing, your confidence will be bigger. When it's waning, your confidence will be lower. Not necessarily lower, but more in a sense that you'll be more introverted. You'll want to be doing more of the introverted things. This full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio is going to change things up massively. And it's about the transformation, Capricorn. So in regards to that, I will say to you, don't falter, stay true to your course, don't get diverted. And whenever you feel the energy of less or lack than, that's invitation for you from source to get to know yourself better and delve deeper into the healing that's needed to overcome lack consciousness, or the feelings of not being chosen. You're winning massively and you're overcoming a lot of things, but the thing with this is that there is a confidence to you now where you know that you can go and get whatever you want. And Taurian energy looks really good on you. And you know what? It reflects in your finances. It's really reflecting in your finances, Capricorn. So trust what you know. Take every opportunity to charge yourself up this month. Work on limitations that you have put on yourself and see those as an invitation for you to get closer to source. Okay, this literally is that invitation. Come in and plug in. Capricorn, if you enjoyed the reading, do give me a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the first time I've done a live for an actual monthly reading in a long time. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Thank you so much for your love, Brianna. Mwah, lots of love to you. I feel the confidence now. I am in go mode finally. And I feel like Taurus season is going to be about that charge forward. Earth energy always is really supportive of earth energy, and it's really reflected in your finances. It's really reflected in your inspiration, like how you naturally feel inspired to do something. And I do feel like your confidence is going to speak for itself. It's really going to speak for itself. Enjoy the money that comes through this month, Capricorn. Well, all of my love to you. Book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com, and I shall catch you guys again soon. Lots of love. Bye.